Alright, got all 4 printers going right now, but that's beside the point. What I am here is, also, excuse the mess that I've got right now. So, for all 4 of these printers, I have one big poop bin that I've got, which is that thing right there. You can see a small gap right there. It is getting to the point where I may end up just pulling it out and dumping it, because once in a while, depending on, and as you can see, it is starting to pile up. I don't know if it's really piled up on the bottom side or not, but no, it's not. But every so often, there's certain points that will get filled up to where it actually goes up in the poop chute and causes some issues. So it is getting pretty full. I will just take everything out and dump it. So what I've done, I have this I still have not gotten around to finish. That side's finished, this side's not. They are for open rolls of filament. That's some of my Pet G there. But yeah. So what I'm going to do is, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but should be able to get by. This all comes out. All right. This all is, and then the big poop bin. Still got some in there yet. But I think I'm going to go ahead and take some of this out. As you can tell, it's quite big. I want to say this is probably, let's see here. I want to say this is probably about 7, maybe going on 8 months of poop. This will probably, in theory, this big bin probably lasts me for about a year. I still have some in there, but like I said, you got certain points that start to fill up depending what you're doing, and yeah, I don't feel like pulling it out so much. So I am going to go ahead and empty this thing. And I've got some boxes there and some boxes here. These are all empty along with those, well, most of those over here. Got my Pet G waste and stuff in there. That box is full with the poop and the failed prints and stuff like that. And I'm about to fill these 2 boxes up right here. Alright, so one thing what I did, so that first box that I filled up, which now I'm sorry on this one, but that first box I had some, I think I had like a failed print for that, for one. But stuff like this that had the opening, I filled it up and held it, that piece, in the right here, so that I can reach in here and not having to deal with stuff falling out. So what I did, I kind of slapped some of these pieces in here so that I can still reach in and grab the box and not worry about all the little poop or the filaments and stuff like that to come out of there. And it just makes it so I can put my fingers in there easier. I probably did not have to do that, but that's what I ended up doing. But anyhow, now I've got a bin that I've got to empty along with that big bin. I don't know if I'm going to empty everything, only because I'm just going to empty as much as I can for what makes sense of filling boxes up. So yeah, we'll see what we can end up doing. I'm still not sure how I am going to go about emptying everything yet, but I will cross that road whenever I start emptying, I guess. Alright, I got one box that's pretty much filled up, and this is about half empty. What I've been doing is doing this and letting it roll down the little ramp here. I do make a little bit of a mess. It'd be nice if this was kind of all sealed off here where I can just scoop everything up better. But anyways, I'm gonna work at that box now. This box is getting closed up, and I'd say once that one's filled up, probably won't be empty anymore. But I'll have to see what actually looks down here. Oh, a couple minutes later, and the second box is pretty much filled up, and I ended up tipping on its side, and yes, I know there's a mess down there, but I've been for right now, I just fill that up and tip it back a little bit, dump it in, and continue. So yeah, all right, here is my third box. This is practically empty. There's a few little pieces down there, but it's practically empty. And I did end up using one of my pipings that I have for my filament rolls to try to grab a hold and pull it towards me. Now, if I had more space in here, which I don't really have that much, I would tip the thing up some and have my box below and pull everything in. But I may need help with that as well. I don't know how that would all go. But hey, this is the first time emptying it, and I gotta start somewhere to see what works. But I think that might be what I would do in the future. It did work pretty well with the tipping it and dumping this towards the end. It's just I don't have enough room for me to have it partway tipped as of right now to dump it in the box. So that was kind of the biggest issue. But yeah. All right, here is my third box. This is practically empty. There's a few little pieces down there, but it's practically empty. And I did end up using one of my pipings that I have for my filament rolls to try to grab a hold and pull it towards me. Now, if I had more space in here, which I don't really have that much, I would tip the thing up some and have my box below and pull everything in. But I may need help with that as well. I don't know how that would all go. But hey, this is the first time emptying it, and I gotta start somewhere to see what works. But I think that might be what I would do in the future. It did work pretty well with the tipping it and dumping this towards the end. It's just I don't have enough room for me to have it partway tipped as of right now to dump it in the box. So that was kind of the biggest issue. But yeah. All right, so I am wrapping everything up. So I've got my PETG scraps and failed prints and stuff in that box, and then this box, these two boxes here are both full with PLA scraps and all the waste and stuff like that. And this one's maybe halfway full. So all these scrap stuff that I've done is all within the past year, just over a year. So yeah, those two are about half full, and 3 full boxes. The boxes that are full are the bigger boxes as well. These 3 boxes, I was really hoping that this box would be full along with one of those other boxes, but that did not happen. If that were to happen, I might have been able to get 2 more of these boxes over here, but those are all empty. And this is a whole disaster, as you can tell. The way I have everything laid out, I'll do that in just a little bit. And again, I do apologize for the disastrous mess, but I'll kind of show you a little bit of my setup. So you already saw the big bin for all 4 printers that poops into. It goes across into this section. Just in front of that is where, and I still have not gotten around to finishing this, but as you may have seen, I've got my rolls of filaments that are in here. But yeah, this just finished up as well. I got one of the plates of my, I guess you could say what I've been using for my business cards. If I get a few more plates, I'm gonna want to do at least 100 of these. I did about 24 the last time, and that lasts about a month or two. So since I've got my 0.2 nozzle in there, I am going to do probably at least 100, if not more. But yeah, this is a disastrous mess. This is like, well, so this section over here, I had originally had this thing right here. For some reason, I was hoping it would have worked, but I had used 3/4 inch plywood for where I mounted all these drawers and some other stuff that is not even finished here yet either. And after a few weeks, as you can see, that thing gapped up. The thing's got a big old bow in it. This side over here, which is, I don't know if you can really see that, but it bows out. It was popping apart, and drawers weren't shutting right and opening and what have you. So I had to get rid of this thing. This was also on wheels just because I was planning on doing some other stuff back behind there. But since that did not work, I had to add this middle piece in here, which ended up making me have a little bit of, it still ended up working with that piece. That was, I considered doing this originally, but I did not do that. Probably should have, because it would have helped a lot. But these drawers all have some of the stuff I am running a little bit low on, but so all these drawers here, which is 8 drawers at the moment that I can put filament in. I want to say I can put about 26 rolls in a drawer, which would be a couple hundred rolls of filament that's in this section. This was all stacked up as well with filament, just because that's what I was going to do. But yeah, that stuff I'm running about half. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm running low, just because I don't. This stuff over here is stuff that I don't really use. I will be using a lot of this black that's stacked right here a good bit, just because black is not my main color, and somehow I had this subscription that I kept getting the black that had gotten this specific black for some stuff. Anyways, I had some other stuff that was stored here. I removed that. Now it's my kind of where some of my inventory sits, along with up here. But yeah, I've also got some of my inventory in some of these boxes as well. This is kind of all a mess just because some of the stuff just got brought in from the event, because I got inventory and stuff in here and stuff that was originally in my car that just got thrown here as well, and I still haven't gotten. And here's another thing of my inventory as well. But yeah, this whole thing right here, I want to pretty much eliminate this whole thing for the most part. I may end up doing something like this, except I may even have more drawers as well. Maybe 1 or 2 more drawers that goes up. I don't know how that's gonna all work for sure. I just have to find out whenever I get to that point. But yes, maybe this section here that might be filament. Then I'll have a lot more room here as well. Those are pretty much all empty boxes. I keep those boxes just because they are heavy duty. I say heavy duty, nice thick boxes for certain stuff. But yeah, somewhat of my setup that I've got as of right now. Setup that is slowly improving on some things, and I still have to finish everything. I just don't have a whole lot of room in here to really put everything the way I would prefer to have it, but I just got to work with what I've got.